Oh no, my God! You're fixing your hair on the live.
Oh my God,
Why?
It's a natural thing to do.
It is
girls.
not a natural thing to do. Why do you wait till the video go live?
Well, I
to fix your
couldn't
hair?
see clearly until it's normal. It's the woman in me. We are supposed to fix our hair.
But you can fix your hair before the live starts. Why do you have to
fix it before, after, in between? It doesn't matter.
Nobody watches to be the
We get
mirror.
a pass because we're women. We're fashioned to fix our hair. Make sure that this is in that place. Nothing's sticking out.
No.
And all of that.
Listen. The phone shows you a reflective thing before you go live. Use that time.
I know, but you have to.
No.
You see how I'm shining because I was sweaty a little bit earlier, and I have to get myself together. Ladies understand. We got to get ourselves together.
You could have done that. It was showing you a reflection before.
It's called authenticity.
It's there.
Right. Don't be mad because you don't have any hair to fix together.
Yeah, and then it's always a disclaimer. Y'all excuse his hair. Excuse his hair. Well, why we got to excuse it? Fix it before you start your live.
Well, I didn't say anything about excusing my hair.
But I see that.
But I had to make sure that, I'm, at least halfway live, yeah. But
Anyway, this is another edition of Marriage Therapy. I am Terance J, and this is my wife.
Hello, Tamara. Should I say Tamara J? It kind of goes together, but I will just say Tamara. I'll stick with that.
But you said hello, Tamara, like you was
hello,
talking
Facebook.
to
I know.
yourself.
I'm like, can you not interrupt me? Hello, family. Good evening. How are you? I guess it's kind of different. Why am I so formal?
Hello, everybody. Good evening. How are you?
What is that? Is that formal? What's up?
Yeah.
Want me to say,
Yeah.
what's up, family? What's up?
So, we've been doing these videos for a couple of weeks now, and amazingly, we've been getting great responses from them. So, shout out to everybody who has contacted us and said that you appreciate us doing these videos.
Thank you, guys.
And I'll keep reiterating. A lot of times, we see people who especially come through like a church setting.
Yeah.
And we see all the divorces in the church. And we're like, look, why is divorce? Oh, this is my theory. I said, how is divorce higher in the church than it is, outside?
Yeah.
And I just think that, people are not authentic, and like I said, again, a lot of times you see man and wife, what's up, Terance?
Hi, Terance.
I see a lot of man and wife, videos. Yeah. And it's almost like the dudes are just so.
Oh goodness, that's his
God, thing. They're just so extra weak, and I know they ain't how they talk at home.
It's not that.
Listen.
I understand the man in you. Here we go again. Yeah.
So we want to be real. But we want to talk about different.
Authenticity is important. It is, and I think in the church walls, there is not always an environment for that authenticity to take place.
Yeah, so we like to have conversations that maybe we've had just
at the house
and things like that. And it's like, look, we went through this, or we seen this, or we know this, and so this is not a video where we're gonna say our way is right, your way is wrong, anything like that. It's just, hey, what we did or what we've been through. Right. Just I guess over the last couple of weeks we've done a couple things. One, we went to a sex class. Last week.
That was so great.
And so, my wife said, you want to go to a sex class with me? And anybody know me?
Board.
And everybody know me, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. But it was actually a class teaching you how to talk to your kids about sex.
Yes.
And so if you remember our last video, we were telling you about how our daughter was uncomfortable in her leotard without the skirt. And so we went to a class that same day that start to tell us about teaching you about how to talk to your kids, and and just a brief summary. There were some things that I took out of it. You have to teach your kids the actual. You have to teach them the actual biological terms for their body parts. The reason being is the sexologist that taught the class said that there was a little girl in a courtroom, and because everything from the belly button down had the same name, their parents just said, hey, that's just your bum bum.
Right.
She couldn't describe what the man touched, which means that they could not hold him accountable. So the man actually walked.
Walked
and got off.
away.
He got off because they did not teach
Hi, cousin.
their daughter what the different body parts were. So in somehow, some way, I don't know how it works, but in the court of law, since she couldn't describe the actual part that he touched, he was actually able to walk away.
It had something to do with was it by her vagina or was it the vulva or how much it penetrated? So something along those lines, as far as the law, is what allowed him to walk, because she wasn't able to communicate to them exactly what took place.
Exactly. So, I mean, something as simple as that, and I know most of us we don't like to think that might happen, and then we don't think that your child could be in a courtroom and say, hey, somebody touched me, but because they couldn't describe the actual clinical terms, that person could actually walk away. So you want to teach them that. You also don't want to freak out when they come to you and ask you stuff.
Yes.
A lot of times they come and ask certain questions. We think they want a boatload of information. They just want something to satisfy their child.
Because we're freaking out because we got to give the information.
Oh,
so
Lord,
really,
they want to know.
Lord, she didn't ask me what happens with a vagina. How does this happen? How are babies made? And yeah, we don't need to give them as much details, but she kind of compared Maslow's hierarchy with the kind of what she called sexual actualization. So basically teaching the kids like what their basic needs are, what are those foundational needs, and as they get older, just becoming aware of yourself and becoming aware of the fact that sex is a good thing. It should not be anything that taboo, or that we put shame, on or attached to.
There were some people in the class that grew up so sheltered they couldn't talk to their own kids. They couldn't. They weren't able to express, what sex was to their own children. Right. So, this class was really good. So you stumbled upon it because a parent. It was
a parent. I'm an educator, and so one of the parents that great partnership that we have a great partnership with, and she invited me there, and she just felt like that would help me to be equipped to be able to serve our scholars there and just serve my own daughter. So I was really ecstatic just for the fact of for my own daughter, not just the scholars.
Everybody in the class, they were, a lot of them had been sheltered. I think I was the only one in there that was kind of like just.
He's sheltered too. He just talking.
Who's sheltered?
He's sheltered. He think he knows that, but let's not even go there because we're talking about the children. We'll talk about that on another day.
Who's sheltered?
You are so well rounded.
Not with sex. I'm not sheltered.
You're so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So knowledgeable.
Yeah, it was a long time before I got married.
Yeah.
I didn't get married. So, anywho, but then today you went to another class.
I did.
And so I'm proud of her for that. I've been urging her to say she needs to write a book. She needs to do this. She needs to do that. And I think her concern with, especially first and foremost, we know that she works every day, but her biggest concern is raising our daughter.
Yep.
And so when she starts thinking about even stuff for herself, things that she has giftings in, she starts to hesitate to go do them because she knows it's going to take up time. But I'm like, these are gifts that are in you, and you have to do them. So, but I'm just husband, so I say stuff, and it might not resonate. She goes to the class, they say the same thing, and she comes back home.
Hold on.
And she got to let me know that I was right.
See, he always wants credit.
What's wrong with credit?
Lord.
Listen, the world goes around with credit.
Oh, goodness. Anyways,
quit
it. But yes, it is something that we have been talking about
and
for
quite
some
joking.
time.
I'm so happy for
and we've had many discussions about it. And so it's just to the point I want to say really it began to get a little bit heavy, kind of burdensome to where I have to move. I have to kind of leap at the beginning of this year.
So I told her, I said, listen, these are things that are in you. So many people come to her asking for advice and just her spirit, and they kind of gravitate to her.
That's Jesus.
So
It's Grace. That's what you call Grace.
Well,
Really?
With Grace, we're trying to see if we can get some activity in far as can we monetize Grace? Is that possible? Yeah, it is.
Oh God.
Tomorrow is going to be a lot of people monetizing Grace.
Monetizing Grace. Oh, you can't even put the thing down.
Yeah, you can.
Oh Lord.
How you can't monetize Grace?
Babe. Okay.
A lot of preachers rolling Bentleys with Grace. So don't tell me you can't monetize Grace.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it don't have to be a
bad
bad
thing.
thing.
But use it and store my gifts well.
Yeah, she does.
That's my heart's desire.
Yeah, she does. I'm the money man.
Lord.
No, but seriously, I said, listen, there is a lot of people who seek your advice for different things, and I know she does it because it's a heartfelt thing. It's something that she just kind of goes through and does herself. So the class is on writing and speaking.
It's
and
a
things
speakers
like
and writers workshop, and it was amazing. Great confirmation of just our discussions that we've had. And hearing from your husband is when you, just like if a parent were to tell a
Same
child,
thing, yeah.
it's the same thing.
Yeah, so she tells me stuff and I'm like,
yeah, and I'm always right, actually. But anyways, I digress.
Jesus now?
I didn't say I was Jesus, but
Jesus
I
is
did
the one always right. I'm always right. I didn't know I married to save you.
Anyways, but it was a lot of confirmation, great confirmation for me, and it really has calmed my spirit, because I have to be very honest. It has been a fear kind of thing for me. I've been very scared, and not even so much as thinking it's gonna fail. I think it's just the unknown and just new waters you're walking in, and you've never been there, and so it's different. And then also what you were saying, I am all about my family comes first, period. From my husband to my daughter, and then I love my me time. So I know stepping out it's going to infringe upon my me time and infringe upon my family in some aspects. But again, God has just been dealing with me about just stewardship of my gifts. And I've heard from many people prior to all of my pressure to just kind of leap, but here I am, what they call it, faith walking, huh?
I don't know.
I think I was fear walking at first, but I'm kind of faith and fear walking all at the same time. But I feel so much better. A greater amount of peace after attending the workshop. So.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up, and because she has a slumber party.
I do. It's girl slumber party. Ooh. We're gonna have so much fun. No men allowed. I mean, just for tonight at least. Our husbands are gonna stay home with the kids. But we're going to have a blast. And I can't wait.
So that's what you think.
That's what
I
I know.
ain't staying home with the kids.
Well, yeah.
See, when you leave, me and the kids leave. So we got a daddy-daughter adventure planned.
That's wonderful.
And we out.
That's good.
We
baby.
following you. Right? As soon as you leave the door, we hitting the door too.
Copycats.
We ain't finna sit here while you out having a good
Y'all
time.
supposed to be home and sulking and oh, I miss my
We finna
wife.
hit the streets.
Oh, I miss my
Daddy-daughter time. This is what we do. So anytime you leave, we like, okay, let's go.
Oh, man.
So, but it's good that you even get a chance to go and have that time. And,
Thanks,
and actually, connect with your friends, kind of get out of mommy role for a little bit.
Yes.
That's
you gotta have a balance. And really there's no such thing as balance. It just, you're always balancing on a day-to-day basis. But to be able to be a wife and a mommy and you work and you need your girl time. You need your sisters. It's like girl power.
I've never heard that word be that long.
Sisters? You never heard the word be that long? It's the
Sisters.
same. I know. I should have said sisters, huh? Is that better? don't even flow right.
No, it don't flow
My
right.
sister, it's my sisters. I say my sisters.
Yeah, she's so proper. She's so proper.
Whatever.
Yeah, so she's gonna go do that. Me and my daughter's gonna go have a daddy-daughter adventure, as we usually do when she leaves.
Yeah.
She gets a little jealous. She leaves us, and then she's mad that we're leaving.
Because really, okay, so it's my flesh. See, I really want them to sulk for me and miss me and, be kind of sad. But they leave when I leave. So, yeah, it kind of makes me a little,
Little moss growing
I feel
on
some kind of weight. I feel some
Go
kind of
have
weight.
fun.
I am going to have fun.
So will we.
But what's the saying when the cat's out to play? How does that go? When the mouse out to play? When the cat's out to play? How does it go, people? I need to know. How does the saying go?
When the cat's away, the mice
Oh,
will play.
yes. When the cat's away, the mice will play. Yes. I was close.
Okay.
About,
Yeah. Yeah, you was close, baby. No cigar. So, we do appreciate everybody. We will keep the videos going.
Yeah.
If you got different topics, you got something you want us to talk about.
Thank you guys for your support, too.
Yeah, we will have, eventually, we're getting the whole production set up to where we can have other people on, talking about marriages in different shape. There are so many different people that sometimes are going through marriages in their own season. And so, we are a couple, we are going on 10 years. We have a young daughter, but there are some couples that are, we got one friend who's, they have a marriage where there's the husband is a pastor. How about that marriage? We got another marriage where one husband travels a lot. Maybe you have a husband travels a lot, and you don't know anybody else that has a husband travel, and that's a difficult thing for you. So we also know some people that are in just different seasons of marriage that we want to have on and just allow them to talk about kind of what they are going through, because it could be something you're going through, and you might hear some tips about what they're doing, or you just might hear them talk about the struggle about it and feel that, somebody else is going through it. So
marriage shouldn't be a taboo subject, but I think it is.
You know what? It's taboo.
Is it taboo?
I don't know if it's taboo. I don't know.
Or is it just something I guess it's another...
I know it's discussed differently between men and women.
You got that right.
You know how every time a woman gets like engaged, women start screaming, and it's an
exciting time.
And every dude in the room like, you sure?
That's because you guys need Jesus.
They ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. Yo, he gonna need Jesus. And the guy's like, you see how the dude's like,
yeah.
Look at this fool right here. Lord forgive him, for he
has
not known what he did.
Don't put that out there. It's a beautiful
Don't put it out
thing.
there. Listen, seriously, listen.
Okay, so why'd you sign up?
It ain't for everybody.
No, it's not.
So I tell brothers.
You have to be ready for the thing.
If you ain't in it, stay out as long as you can.
Not just long, just stay out of it if you're not ready for it.
If you're in it, if you say, hey man, you know what? I found the one. I'm going to say, okay, are you sure? You're going to say yes. I'm going to say, okay, all right, well, this is are you sure? Then you say yes. And I'm going to say, okay, all right. So I've been met, are you sure? And if you say yes, I'm going to say, okay, all right, so let me talk to you about, you sure?
Oh, how many times do you have to remind the brother if he's sure?
I got to make sure the brother's sure.
Then he ain't sure if you got to ask him that many times. I want
to make sure he's sure.
Oh,
then,
Lord.
Once we get into
some deodorant.
Once we get into it, then we can talk about it then.
Oh, Lord.
But no dude goes around and be like, say, man, you need to go on and get married. But like, we just don't talk like that.
Okay. No, we'll talk about that. Yeah, more for sure.
So shout out to my cousin Stacy and Moochie. And Stacy, tell Brianna I said hi.
Hi, Stacy. Hi, Bree.
So we will see you guys next time. She's about to leave us and go have a slumber party, and we're about to hit the streets and go do our daddy-daughter day adventure. We appreciate you watching another episode of Marriage Therapy, and we will see you guys next time.
See you guys.